So adding a geom. So now I want to add a line which marks. So I want to mark a line, point line. I mean, it's basically work with points, but I want to mark it as a smooth line. So qplot of display highway comma data to mpg geom equal to cf point and smooth. So it draws a smooth line from the in the data from the center to the center. So now if I want the points to be converted into using the factor drv to create a histogram. So how do I do it? So qplot of hwy comma data equal to mpg comma fill equal to drv. So this is how I convert the data into a histogram. Basically you saw a smooth line. Now if I use fill equal to drv, the data gets filled in and it forms a basic histogram. Now facets, what are facets? Like facets are simply splitting up the data part. So now if I want to split by the variable facet drv, like I want to show for 4 f and r using separate charts. In the single chart it gets split into 4 f and r. How do I split that? So same way, the simple adding a parameter into it. Qplot of display highway comma data equal to mpg, just add facets equal to dot drv. Now when you add dot drv into it, the data gets split into 4 f and r. So this is how you can same way you can split like highway count facets drv bin width equal to 2. Now this will create histogram for 4 f and r. You can create multiple facets based on your data, which will be really helpful for your analysis. So here I have a data set called MMA-CS cohort. So this study I took it from the online resources. So it's a mouse allergen and asthma cohort study. So it was tested between Baltimore children aged 5 to 17, persistent asthma and exacerbation past year. Studies indoor environment and its relationship with asthma morbidity. You can see the publication in this URL. So this data, it has exhaled nitric acid, fine particular matter PM25, and sensitized to mouse allergen. So these are just random data. Forget about the data. Just need to know about what are the functionalities of those, and then it's a data frame where we have 750 observations with 5 variables. I'm not going to give the data. You can download it online. And now if I want to create a histogram of exhaled nitric oxide, so I just need to create a log ENO count and just a data matrix. Just it will give me the basic histogram. Moving on, if you want to create a histogram by group, now this is where you bring in the factor fill equal to mopos. So mopos is a again variable in that. By that variable, whether it is yes or no, it will create the subset inside the histogram. So this is how I create. Moving on, so if I want to create smooth density curves, like if I want to create a density curve, how do I do that? So now I've shown you about the geometric function point smooth lines, and I know in this way same way you can create density functions also. Same way, use qplot log of comma data equal to MMACS comma geom equal to density. When you use this, you will get the density function. Qplot of log of comma data equal to MACS geom equal to density color equal to mopos. I am splitting the density function into by the factor mopos yes and no. So this will give you the simple density smooth curve. Like so, I'm trying to create certain scatter plots here which will give you better ideology about qplot and other stuff, how does it work, etc. So now this is a simple qplot between log of the particulate matter between log of exhaled nitric oxide, so and data equal to this is the simplest graph. And here I want to change this circle to triangle, smaller triangles. How do I do that? So here I create smaller triangles for S and circles for no. Just these are not we are not exactly defining a triangle, but just by using shape equal to mopos, the graph gets differentiated by the factor mopos. Same way again, if you want to differentiate by color, use color equal to mopos. This will be differentiated by a color in this graph. So combining all the graphs that we saw earlier, how can we create a graph which is very much intuitive, and which helps which helps you understand how the data works in particular. So it's a q plot of log of PM25, log of eno comma data equal to MAACS, color equal to mopos, geom equal to c of point comma smooth, method equal to lm. So moving on, mm, to get into the next thing. So now if I bring about to create facets also in this data, I create a q plot of log of PM25, log of data equal to MAACS, same as geom c point comma smooth. I create a smooth line, and method equal to logical modeling, and I create facets equal to mopos. So when I create facets, it creates one for no and one for s. So we have come to the end of qplot. So what is the summary of qplot? The qplot function is the analog to plot, but with many built-in features. So hence it is much more useful. We have facets, we have the points by differentiation by color, differentiation by shape, and where you can use geometry functions to draw point lines, splines, and you can create density functions, those kind of things. qplot brings in a lot of thinking into your stuff, and it gives you a wide variety of graphs that can be constructed. So if you see the syntax also, it is in between base and lattice, much not complex when you consider this. And it produces very nice graphics, essentially publication ready. If you like the design, you can publish online and you'll get better results for your products. And it is difficult to go against the grain or customize. Don't bother. Use full ggplot to power in that case. So these are the resources that I have verified. So you can use this for creating better q plots. The ggplot2 book written by Hadley Wickham, R graphics cookbook by Winston Chang, examples base plots and ggplot2. ggplot2 website, these are open source materials. It is always welcome to use these. ggplot2.org, ggplot2 mailing list, go.gl, odw3ub. It is primarily for developers. So with this, we'll conclude this plotting of plotting using qplot, and we'll see furthermore in the plotting in the next sessions.